Convocation today. Often these five spirits manifest themselves through people within the same church. Yet many of them do not realize the enemy is using them. Others know it, but they don't seek no help. The first enemy. Oh God, I wish I could. The first enemy, the first spirit that attacks the church is the spirit of Jezebel. Are y'all gonna help me preach?
They don't help you not preach. We got
The spirit of Jezebel.
Yes, sir.
Well, who was Jezebel? She was King Ahab, controlling, manipulative wife. The name Jezebel has become synonymous with the spirit of control.
Plenty of them.
You can't hardly point nobody over nothing in the church now. They become controllers immediately.
Exactly.
The name Jezebel means without cohabitation. This spirit has no interest in others. She is not a team player. Lord, yes, Lord. She's not a team player. Simply put, she refused to cohabit or live with anyone unless she can control and have dominion over that person. There are some strongholds in the church. Brother Pastor, we can't only have some of our folks because there are some other folks that have a stronghold on them. She is self-sufficient and control minds and situations under the influence of evil spirits. She is a product of the flesh that opens the door to an evil spirit. I'm talking about Jezebel. She is committed to no one except her own self-will. A true explanation of Jezebel can clearly be described as the worship of self-will.
Help us, Lord. Help us.
I'll talk it if y'all don't help me preach it. To describe her agenda would be to say that she exalts position over character. Everybody that's hustling for position don't have the character to back it up.
You're right.
Bless our heart, we've gotten where we appoint anybody. The expression of a Jezebel spirit is the way she usurps authority that is not her own authority. When you get the spirit of Jezebel in your church, they're not going to obey leadership. Y'all ain't going to help me out here. This spirit controls with false prophecy and phrases such as, God told me to tell you. You ought to tell them folk that won't obey the pastor, won't do nothing right, that God hadn't told you to tell me nothing. He was talking to you if you heard it. We will fall under the spell of a Jezebel spirit. This spirit attracts. This spirit attracts the weakest members of the church. Yeah. These spirits know who is fickle. They know who they can get over on. Thank you, Lord. Weakest members of the church, enslaving them with flattery and false prophecy. They look for people who are rebellious, or those who have been hurt and resist his authority, so they can ease up on your side and say, I know how you feel. It uses its influence to spread gossip, unhappiness, and division. I wish I could hoop right there. Who are the potential targets of this Jezebel spirit? Pastors, evangelists, leaders with influence, worship leaders, intercessors. What are the characteristics of a person operating under the influence of this spirit? They often boast of revelation they have received, seeking to exalt their ego. They try to get close to leaders through flattery and compliments. They are usually on the outlook for recognition from the pulpit by the church leaders, and are offended and resentful when the leaders decide not to mention their name. Folk come back to church looking funny. You don't know what's wrong. That you call sister so-and-so's name and you call that brother's name, but you didn't mention my name, and I was sitting right there between them. That's a Jezebel spirit. The second spirit is the spirit of Absalom. Who was Absalom? He was the son of David who betrayed him by leading Israel into rebellions against him in order to take